Today is Yom Kippur. We are here with our families because it's time for us to do some really important and hard work, learning to say, I'm sorry, and learning when someone else says, I'm sorry to us, to say, I forgive you. Sometimes I think that's even harder. I'm Rabbi Deborah Schuldenfrei. I'm the interim senior rabbi here, and with me is Dr. Joel Stein, our cantorial soloist. And we're here to have a lot of fun and to help understand a little more about what Yom Kippur and all of these high holidays are about. So join in, clap along, sing. There's no mistakes here. We just want to have a good time and notice how good it is to be together. So let's start with that. On page 29, if you have the prayer book for the High Holy Days, it's called a Machzor, and it looks like this. And on page 29, you'll find Hine Mato. It's so awesome for brothers and sisters to hang out on this lovely day.
Repeat after me. Iyo, iyo. טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How great it is when brothers and sisters hang out on this day. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Let me hear you. Yo, 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 yo.
E-O, oh,
E-O,
E-O,
E-O, E-O,
E-O.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים
I did it yesterday.
שבת
It doesn't
אחים,
matter.
שבת אחים
I don't know.
גם יחד. One more time. E-O, 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 yeah. E-O, E-O, E-O.
We had lots of E's and lots of O's. What other vowels are there? If we said E, we said O. What else? Yeah. E, Y. It's sometimes Y. Yes. What else? What other vowels? Shout them out. What are the other vowels, people? A, E, I, O, 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 and U. Okay, good. We covered, since you're not in school today, we had to cover that. Some things are more important than school. So page 30, we're going to take a look at what does the word Yom mean? And Yom means day. Today is the day, and Kippur means atonement. That's a really big, long word. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Atonement. And that means I'm sorry. And sometimes you might see your parents in a service. One of the Jewish ways we say I'm sorry is we take our fist like this and we gently put it and we say, I'm sorry, I'm really, really sorry. So we also understand that there's lots of people for whom we need to say, I'm sorry to, and we also need to say, I'm sorry to God, because sometimes we make mistakes. And God understands that we will say, I'm sorry, and God will forgive us. And so the Day of Atonement, the Day of I'm Sorry, is also the day of God forgiving us, our parents forgiving us, our friends and our brothers and sisters especially forgiving us. It's very important for us to make peace with God and with all of the people when we tried to do something right, but we missed the mark. And so it doesn't happen by itself. We don't show up and feel like everything's okay. We have to do the I'm sorry's ourselves. So that is what Yom Kippur is all about. To help our parents feel a little bit more in the mood, many of them grew up on Yom Kippur Eve, which is called Kol Nidre, singing a song called Kol Nidre that reminds us that we make promises, we break promises, but it's up to us to be responsible, to be accountable for those promises we've made. So the cantor is going to lead us in a mini version of Kol Nidre.
Kol nidre desare v'charame v'koname v'chinuye v'kinuse ushevu.
Thank you, Cantor. You might notice that Yom Kippur, while we're still going to have a silly and good old time in this service, it is a little bit serious. It can feel a little haunting, not like Halloween haunting, but we might feel some of the melodies in our bones because we're trying to really reach into who we are and how we feel in order to move through the day. And I think that was a very lovely and haunting rendition of Kol Nidre. So thank you, Cantor. Yes. So let's all rise, and we're going to start our service with the call to worship the Baruch Hu. And I'm going to come around with the microphone. And if you love the microphone, you just make sure I know that you want it. And if you don't want it, you can just give me the no thanks. Don't want that microphone near me.
Light, 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 light,
We continue with the Shema on page 39. And if you know some of the hand motions, you can help me. And we can sing about God, us hearing God's call and God hearing our prayers.
Let's go through the hand motions real quick. Shema Israel, right? Because we're the people of the book. We're the people of the book. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Got that? Should we do it one more time? Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
We are going to sing and dance, because guess what? We're not slaves. We are free people. We made it out of Egypt, and we're going to dance and sing and do all sorts of really fun stuff that you like to do at the beach and at the sea. And in Los Angeles, we are really close to be so close to the ocean. So that's amazing.
What do you guys like to do at the sea? The splits? All right, let me see you guys do the splits. All right, what else do we like to do at the sea? Somebody else. In the back. What do you like to do? I can't hear. Shh, what?
Okay.
You like to swim like a mermaid. Let me see you all swim like a mermaid.
Like a mermaid? Oh.
All right. All right, so we're going to do the splits at the sea, and then we're going to swim like a mermaid, okay? We're doing the splits at the sea. Micha mocha, doing the splits at the sea. Micha mocha, doing the splits at the sea. Micha mocha, freedom is on our way. And we're swimming like a mermaid. Swimming like a mermaid at the sea. Micha mocha, swimming at the mermaid like a sea. Micha mocha, swimming like a mermaid at the sea. Micha mocha, freedom is on its way. And we sing freedom, 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 freedom is on its way. What else do you guys like to do at the sea? Somebody over here. What do you like to do at the sea? Dive. Let me see you guys dive. Oh, we got somebody else. Eat at the sea. Let me see you guys eat. Eating challah at the sea. We're diving at the sea. Micha mocha.
Diving in the sea.
Micha mocha. We're diving at the sea. Micha mocha. Freedom is on its way. We're eating at the sea. Micha mocha. We're eating at the sea.
Can you say eating at the sea?
Micha mocha. We're eating at the sea. Micha mocha. Freedom is on its way. And we sing freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom,
Freedom's on its way.
We say freedom, 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 freedom is on its way.
All right. Let's stay standing, and we will do our standing prayer. We're going to stand and pray for the Amidah. Let's try to read it together. So parents, grandparents, babysitters, helpers, nannies, get close to your children, and let's look at each word and read along. Our God, oh, I'm sorry, a page number would help. Silly. Oops, I made a mistake. Now you can say, I'm sorry, and you can say, we forgive you, Rabbi. That was an oops. Page 42. We're already getting there on the Day of Atonement. Page 42. Our God and God of our parents, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, and God of Leah and Rachel. Remember us for a good life. You are our ruler who loves life. Write us in the book of life. You are our God, the God of life. And on this day, we want God to remember that we choose life, that we want life. So we're going to sing this song on 43, Zochreinu.
Zochreinu lechaim, velechafetz b'chaim, v'chatvenu b'sefer ha'chaim, lema'alecha Elohim chayim.
Now, I gave us a really big challenge challenge on Rosh Hashanah for those of you who were here. And what we did was we took this Amidah prayer, and in the part where we're supposed to be silent for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, we said we're going to do it for 10 seconds. And I will tell you, it's the first time ever that I've done this for 10 seconds where it's actually been silent the whole time. So I think we can do it again. So I'm going to hold up my fingers, and we're going to be gentle, and it's okay if we make an oops and make a word, but we're going to try to be silent for 10 seconds. Who thinks we can do it? Can we do it? We can do it. All right, ready? What we're going to do is we're going to think about ourselves. We're going to think about who we need to say sorry to. We're going to think about our God, and we're going to try to make these next 10 seconds very meaningful. All right, here we go. You can watch my fingers or you can close your eyes. Wow. And now that we've made our silent prayers, we're going to pray to God to accept those prayers. May it be God's will that God hears each and every one of them, whether they're a prayer that we say out loud or sing in a beautiful song, or whether it's a prayer that we keep silently on our own heart. Yehiyu liratzon. And you may be seated.
Yehiyu leratzon im refi ve'yon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu leratzon im refi ve'yon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, ve'goali. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, ve'goali. Yehiyu leratzon im refi ve'yon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu leratzon im refi ve'yon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, ve'goali. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, ve'goali.
So it is Yom Kippur, and we have been praying to God for God to hear our prayers. And so I'm wondering if God is here with us. Who thinks God is here with us right now? Who thinks God is here? God? God, are you out there? God, are you here with us today? Oh, here she is. Here is God. She is here to be with us today. God, do you have anything to tell us or ask of us? What do you think?
Well, it's Yom Kippur, and I'm playing the role of God for this moment. I am. Anyway, I'm looking for a little bird. Does anybody see a little bird fluttering around? Are there any little birds fluttering around? Anybody see a bird? Oh, I think there she is. Hello, little bird.
I am a little bird. It's me, little bird.
Little bird?
Yes.
I want you to think of the hardest word that you could think of in the whole world.
Oh, God, that's a really big challenge for today. I've been flying, and I'm so little, and it takes me a long time to get to the synagogue. I'm just this tiny bird. That's a really big task. Do you think I need some helpers?
Maybe. Anybody want to help the little bird with finding the hardest word?
What do you think could be the hardest word? Oh, what if I can't figure it out? I'm so worried. I feel like God asked me something super important. I better find the right helper, people. Let me see. I don't know. You look very important. You do. You look really. Do you know the hardest word? What's the hardest word?
It's gotta be gobbledygook. Gobbledygook.
Oh, that sounds really hard. Let's try to say it. 1, 2, 3. Gobbledygook. Oh, that was really, really hard.
It's hard.
That was hard. But I think I heard everyone say it. And I'm kind of a smart little bird, so I actually know that gobbledygook means gibberish, like when we say words that don't sound like they make any sense. So thank you, important person. That did sound very hard, but I don't think it's the hardest word. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to keep flying until I find the hardest word. I don't know who's gonna know it. Who's gonna know it? You look very helpful and kind. Do you know the hardest word?
Yes, the hardest word is hullabaloo.
Oh, that's another really, really hard one. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna try to say it slowly. Hullabaloo. Ugh, it makes me tired just saying it, but I don't know. Can everyone say it? 1, 2, 3. Hullabaloo. And I'm also a very smart little bird, so I know that hullabaloo means, well, kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm sort of just making a raucous mess, and if we're having fun, but it's a bit of a hullabaloo. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's the hardest word. Do you think you have a hardest word?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's try it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Very hard, but we all said it. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know it?
Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, that's not even in English. Oh my goodness, what are you doing to me my whole afternoon? I'm so tired already. I've been here for like 24 hours. Oh, okay, we're gonna try it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Rosh Hashanah. I don't know, everyone said it. God.
Word? Have you come up with the hardest word?
You know what, God? I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried again. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't find the hardest word anywhere, and I looked like really hard. I tried really hard.
Little bird, you did find the hardest word.
I did?
You did. It's I'm sorry.
I'm sorry are the hardest words? Oh, they are really hard words to say. Well, I guess if I put my rabbi hat back on and I take off my little birdie wings, what we can say is that I'm sorry is really hard to say, and it's still super important. And sometimes the most important things can be the hardest things. It's the hardest action to take, it's the hardest word to say, but it's a really important thing so that we can continue to love each other and take care of each other and really to respect one another. So now I'm gonna put my birdie wings back on. Oh God, I think you're right. I understand now. I can say the word I'm sorry like it's easy to pronounce, but I do think it's really hard to say. Thank you, God. Let's all thank God today. Let's thank our beautiful God. On page 50, oh no, I'm sorry. On page 44, we're gonna see a picture of what? What's on the page? I heard, yes, go ahead. A book. Everybody open their book. You can open your fingers as a book or you can open your actual book. So one of the ideas that we put out there is that God has this memory book and God flips through the memory book, and we hope that all of the good things that we've done are recorded in the book with like really beautiful handwriting. And that on Yom Kippur, God closes the book and wants to bring happiness and health to us, and that we get this like signature, this inscription or this seal wax, this seal of approval from God. And so sometimes we sing this song that on Rosh Hashanah, God writes the inscription, and on Yom Kippur, God seals it closed. So let's try that on page 45.
בראש השנה ייכתבו וביום צום כיפור יחתמו בראש השנה יכתבו וביום צום כיפור יחתמו בראש השנה יכתבו וביום צום כיפור יחתמו.
So I've noticed sometimes in Jewish services that when there's something important, we stand up. So we're going to stand up right now. We're going to turn to page 46. And we're going to do that thing that I told you about, taking our little fist and gently putting it close to our heart. And we're going to start by saying, I'm sorry for a whole bunch of things on page 47. We already talked about why it's important to say, I'm sorry to people and to God and to ourselves, things that we've done to ourselves too, that have been mean, that have been hurtful, and that have caused harm. So let's start on page 47. A chet is like an oops, a mistake, a missed mark. So we're going to talk about all these chets. And al chet is for the oops of, for the mistake of, for the missed mark of. So let's try that together. We al chet. We are sorry for the promises we did not keep. Al chet, we are sorry for the mistakes we made. Al chet, we are sorry for the times we were selfish or stubborn. Al chet, we are sorry for the things we took without asking permission. Uh-oh, I did that one for sure. Al chet, we are sorry for saying things that made others feel sad. Let's turn the page. Al chet, we are sorry for the times we were angry or unkind to the people we love. We are very, very sorry. God of forgiveness, for all these things forgive us. Give us a new beginning, make us at one, or if you put those two words together, we want to feel oneness, we want to feel complete again, so that is atone. So we're going to atone for this.
ועל כולם אלוה סליחות סלח לנו מחל לנו כפר לנו.
One of the beautiful melodies we sing on the high holidays is when we imagine God like our parent or our caretaker, our grandparent, our nanny, our mother, our father, and we sing ancient Hebrew words, Avinu Malkeinu, asking us to do what's right. Help us to do what's right. Help us be strong. Help us be kind. Help us tell the truth. Help us grow, and help us always do our best. Please hold your child or grandchild or special person close, and let's sing Avinu Malkeinu on page 51.
Avinu Malkeinu Banenu Vanenu Avinu Malkeinu Chanenu Vanenu Yen Vanu Masim Aseh Imanu Tzedaka v'chesed Aseh Imanu Tzedaka v'chesed Ve'oshienu Avinu Malkeinu Banenu Vanenu Avinu Malkeinu Chanenu Vanenu Ki en banu Masim.
gratitude. And these moments, these services, this clergy, it doesn't just happen out of nowhere. It takes a lot of generosity in people just like you to make sure that we are here each and every year as a Kol Tikva community. And I know that we invite as many people into this service as possible. And so we hope that you'll consider making a donation to be part of this year's High Holiday Appeal. And so I have one of our amazing volunteers. She's a co-president of the United States of America. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I got it wrong again. She's not a co-president of the United States of America, but she is a co-president of Kol Tikva, which I think is probably a lot more fun. Cynthia Deculis is here as our co-president. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Lashana Tova, thank you all for being here today. Just to echo our wonderful Rabbi Deborah, thank you for this beautiful service, and Dr. Joel Stein, and God, thank you so much. It's a pleasure knowing you. But this service is just, representative of all the wonderful things that this temple does for our community. And we really do need your help and support to keep it flourishing, to keep this building going so we can all be here together, and to offer the Tat Shabbats and these wonderful family programs, as well as the youth programs and all of the programs that we all enjoy at all, for everyone at all aspects of their life. There's literally something for everyone here. So please do give generously this year. We have envelopes in the pockets of the pews, and there's a QR code in the Voice. I think it's on page 25 of the Voice, a little tiny QR code where you can give a lot to a tiny code. So thank you, and have a wonderful and sweet Happy New Year.
Thank you. Yes, there's an expression from the Talmud that if there's no flour, there's no Torah. So in English, we would say, if there's no dough, there's no Torah. So please consider giving generously. And I think it's time for the Torah. Who's ready for the Torah? Please rise.
There we go. Torah, 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 Torah. Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah. Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah. Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah. Tziva lanu Moshe, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Torah tziva lanu Moshe, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Let me hear you guys. Torah, Torah. Torah, 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 Torah. Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah. Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah. Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Torah tziva lanu Moshe.
We come to synagogue also for blessings, but blessings are something we can give out at our dinner table, in the bathtub, at bedtime. We can give blessings anytime. So we're going to offer a blessing. It is the oldest blessing in our Torah. And if you are a parent or a grown-up, or if you're just a little person who feels like they have blessings to offer, you can open your hands out like this and offer blessing. And if you're a little person or a big person who feels like they want to receive blessings today, you can open your hands like this. And if you need more than just to receive the blessing, if you need to bathe in blessing and hold them all to yourself just for this one day, then you can hold your arms like this. So you can bless outwardly, you can receive blessing, or you can hold them really tightly because you need a little extra love today. The priestly blessing. If you know it, please join with us. Put your hands as you wish.
Adonai.
May God always watch over us, keep us safe, help us, stop us from doing boo-boos, and be kind to everyone around us.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's light shine on us and be gracious to all of us. And may the light that's glowing within us be seen by everyone so that we're just these sparkling, glowing stars of light.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom. Shalom.
May God lift up God's face to you and grant you peace. May we have peace with our brothers and sisters. May we have peace with our parents and our grandparents. And may we also find a little bit of peace inside ourselves. Shalom. Let's say together, Amen. And I think, Melanie, that this is the really fun part. Everybody please rise as we blast the shofar for our really big Tekiah Gedolah from a really big shofar. Yeah. Tekiah Gedolah. Yasher Koach to Melanie, who is not only a shofar blaster, she is a mother. She works here at Kol Tikva, and we are so blessed to have her voice through the voice of the shofar. I think it's time to pray for peace.
I think it's time to pray for peace also.
And someone once taught me, a friend of mine, Craig, said that we can't just sit there and pray for peace. We have to stand up, we have to say it loud, and we have to pray for peace.
You can go ahead and put your arms around each other. At least around the people who give you permission to put your arms around them. Oseh shalom b'roma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom b'roma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom b'roma, hu yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh Shalom b'roma, hu yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom b'roma, hu yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom b'roma, hu yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol
a meaningful Yom Kippur. If parents are fasting, if they're not eating food today, please be kind to them. They might be a little grumpier than usual. And may we all be inscribed in the book of a meaningful life, Gemar Chatima Tova, or we can just say Gemar Tov. Let's try that. Gemar Tov. Have a meaningful Yom Kippur, everyone.